Yo, this is Christian, and today I want to talk about how long does it take to become a self-taught developer in 2022. This is like an update video. When I started in 2015, I saw that the average of getting into the industry was 1 year. Right now, from what I've been speaking with people, no matter if they are self-taught or bootcamp grads, it takes roughly 2 to 3 years. Why does it take so long? It's not like things changed a lot in terms of like what technologies you should be using. It's not like you have to play catch up all the time with the latest and greatest, okay? You don't need to know all the state management libraries. You don't need to know all the UI libraries. You don't need to know everything about backend. You don't need to know everything. From what I've noticed is that the software development space kind of matured in a way. So back in the days when I started, people weren't really committed to any technology. They weren't really committed to any particular thing. But right now, it seems like there are a few pillars that any kind of software development company is kind of relying on, and you have to know those things properly. The problem that I find with most people is that they don't know what those pillars are, or if they have an idea of what those pillars are, as I mentioned pretty much in every video, React, Redux, JavaScript, HTML and CSS for frontend, they don't know when they are ready to apply those pillars. They don't know when they are masters, or when they have the 20% that gives them 80% of the results, okay? And why is that? Well, whenever people are learning from online courses or from YouTube tutorials or from books or whatever, they just get a glimpse of what you can do with a specific technology. For example, yesterday I was with a client. I was with him and we have like a few challenges. Like my program is structured in a way where you have like challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. So we stopped at around the sixth one and I said, okay, let's practice what you've learned so far, but let's do it in a different way. So even though the thing that we were working on was very basic, map, filter, I can twist it in such a way where you have a different perspective on how this whole thing works. And when that happens, you learn more, you'll get like a broader vision of what you can do with the specific array method in that case, or with React in that case. But the problem is that people are not going deep enough, or they want to go deep, but they don't know how deep they can go. They don't know what is the possibility of what a specific technology does. When you'll be working for a company, you have to kind of know how to explore all those tools. You need to be a master of your tools so you can deliver a product quickly. If you are trying to break into the industry, what's going to happen most of the time is not going to be you learning those tools properly. It's going to be you trying to do catch up with the latest news on Twitter or LinkedIn, on TikTok, wherever you're getting your information from. If you look at any job description, you'll see that there are a few things that pop up a few times, right? Git, React, Redux, JavaScript. Those things pop up all the time. And you have to know those things properly, and you have to be confident in it. Like if I show you any application, you should have an idea of how to build it, and you should be able to go ahead and build it. And you should be able to give me an estimate on how long it's gonna take. If I show you the Twitter feed, how long is it gonna take you to build the Twitter feed? Things of that nature, with every single function and functionality and edge case. How long is it gonna take you? All apps are the same, but there is a specific complexity that you have to be aware of, and you have to understand as an application grows, you have to think differently. I actually had an interview the other day with a guy, and he asked me, why do you wanna work for my company? I said, I really like the CEO. The CEO was pretty fun, pretty good to talk with. And I said, I don't really care about the product in particular, because I understand that all applications are the same. I've worked for many companies, I've built many applications, many different applications, let's say, and then I realized they are all the same. They are all structured on the same basics: understanding map, filter, understanding state management, understanding how everything is an object, how everything is pretty much stored in an array. That's what we do as developers, as front-end developers. We manipulate data, we take data, or we take multiple sources of data, we combine it into one thing, and then we display it on the screen. That's what we do, nothing more. That's the meat and the potatoes. That's the steak that you want to focus on. What most people focus on most of the time is that the color of the plate, what cutlery they're using. That's why it takes them so many years to make this transition. Listen, if you are watching this video, if you keep listening to my rambles, you'll understand that there is something wrong that you are doing, okay? I had a guy that had a CS degree and he's been self-taught after for years, and he just couldn't fathom what was wrong with his approach. He worked with me 3 months and he now is making 6 figures. He 4x'd his income. I'm gonna have a testimonial with him soon, a video, probably if he lets me. Like a simple tweak can make it or break it for you. For example, if you understand the deadlift analogy, if you try to deadlift with the wrong form, you're gonna break your back. And it's the message is instant. Okay, you break your back, that's it, you can't walk anymore, I assume. But with software development, because no one is gonna hit you if you do the wrong thing, you can just keep going like this, and then you're just losing money. If you value your time at $50 an hour, I'm gonna ask you, how much time have you actually wasted? How much money have you wasted just because you don't know what you have to do? And that's the curse of the self-taught developer. Everything is free, but because everything is free, you are paying with your time. And if you are paying with your time, you can get money back, but you can't get your time back, unfortunately. Let's say you make an investment of $5,000, then after that investment, you're gonna get $10,000 every month. But if you are spending 3 years doing something, you're not gonna get those 3 years back at the end of that journey. So I hope that makes sense. If anything, let me know in the comment section down below. If you wanna work with me directly, there is a link in the description. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you into the next one. Bye.